tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a two-time Super Bowl MVP in his 13th year now out of Ole Miss. It's Eli Manning.
And I think that as Eli Manning has progressed as a veteran, you're seeing more and more things added to his game. A little more patience in the pocket, not just looking for the big strike downfield, but willing to take the check down and the easy completion. I think he continues to get better with each year.
Manning to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. He finds Beckham complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Now Manning. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. This is Jennings. They find some open field here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Manning now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side is Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Throwing is Manning. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Here's Josh Brown on 4th down. He was 30 of 32 in field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything. And when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this. And in this case, they were actually able to. Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Harris now to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They go screenplay with Jennings. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The play clock's running down. Snap comes at 1. Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Jennings. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Manning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Well, not too many highlights. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train.
The War Room awaits.
I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. The money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing to me. 'Cause
First things first, you'll need to select your head coach, bearing in mind that you'll also be utilizing the playbook that he favors in the NFL. If you're curious as to how your team's coming together, keep an eye on its overall rating. You don't need me to tell you the higher the better. So still a long way to go in this draft, but no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? One Steeler's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for it? Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. These are the rounds you love to see, some big names to choose from here. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches, or someone who can really hook you out at a playmaker type spot? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. And now, which side of the football will they... Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. After the draft's complete, check out the draft summary screen for a full review of what went right and what went wrong. So there you go. You've wrapped up your first draft. From where I sit, it looks like a pretty good squad. But now it's time to prove it. Take a moment to modify your line. The lineup screen should be pretty self-explanatory. If you'd like to make some executive decisions on your lineup, you can do so here.
Barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all that you do. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom. Doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize.
Collect your favorite NFL players. Upgrade with stars from the past and present. And dominate your rivals on the field. This is the next level of fantasy football. This is where the season never ends. This is where legends are made. This is my ultimate team. What's yours?
Collect, upgrade, dominate. This is the team you'll begin with, but as you progress, you'll be able to stockpile it with better and better talent. We're going to help you out by giving you the choice of upgrade. We've included a pack from each of the 32 NFL teams.
Cowardly kings, they will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming a dick, addiction. I'm missing a push in a pigment. Book like a tattoo pigskin. Look, pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush, then a week goes by.
Nice choice. It'll be a big upgrade, and we've also included their team's uniform items to help customize your squad.
I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made.
Now, before playing a game, let's go back to the best lineup tool is the quickest way to add upgraded players. And as you see, upgrading your team has already raised your team rating. Let's play a quick challenge with your ultimate team. Now, you'll quickly unlock longer challenge.
Just to count your rings.
You saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away.
And he will score. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Success will earn you new players, valuable. This is the live panel featuring everything new going on in MUT right now. This is the play panel. You go to the team in the items panel.